Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EOSN and our continuing coverage of our baseball season. Today's matchup is going to feature a clash of titans in the AL and the two favorites in Group A. It'll be the New York Yankees playing host to the Houston Astros, two of the favorites to take the AL. While we're at it, let's show you the bracket or how the groups are breaking up so you can kind of see. As you can tell, the Twins beat the Athletics 6-4 in our opening game yesterday morning. Now tonight we have Houston and the Yankees under the lights, and that'll wrap up round one for Group A. Then tomorrow we're going to be bringing you the White Sox at the Red Sox, so a battle of the Sox yet again. And we're going to try to do at least one game a day. And just a reminder, so the top two from each group will be advancing to the postseason, with the 1 and 2 seeds getting automatic buys into the ALDS. The 3 will play the 5. I believe that's how you seed a 6-person tournament. Let me double check on that. Sorry, just double checking, make sure I got that right. So the number 1 and number 2 overall seeds, which will be determined first by record and then by run differential, will be how we break any ties up there to decide who's the number 1 team in the AL and the number 2 team in the NL. So number 1 and 2 get automatic buys. 3 will play 6 and 5 will play 4. So that's how that's going to go down. So let's go ahead and without further ado, take you out to beautiful Yankee Stadium here in this late afternoon start. Around the 3rd or 4th inning, we should see the sun start to go down. So it'll be a lot of fun when we get this one off and running. All right, so let's first introduce the starting batting lineup for the 2018 Houston Astros. Thomas Dixon, the third baseman, will bat first. George Springer, the center fielder, bats second. Jose Altuve, the second baseman, will bat third. Carlos Correa, the shortstop, will bat fourth. Marwin Gonzalez, the left fielder, bats fifth. Josh Reddick, the right fielder, bats sixth. Ulysses Gurriel, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Carlos Beltran, the designated hitter, will bat eighth. And Brian McCann, the catcher, will bat ninth. Justin Verlander, the starting pitcher for Houston. Now the defensive lineup for the Yankees. Aaron Hicks in left field. Brent Gardner in center. Aaron Judge over there in right. Infield features Chase Headley at third. Starlin Castro at second. And Greg Bird at first, with Didi Gregorius at shortstop. Battery featuring Gary Sanchez catching for Luis Serverino. Serverino last year had a 14-6 record, 2.98 ERA, 150 hits, 230 strikeouts, 51 walks, all on 193 and a third innings pitched. Here comes Thomas Dixon. Dixon last year went 272 average, 47 RBIs, and 16 homers. So, in our universe, that is. Here comes the pitch by Severino. And swing and a miss, and down goes Thomas Dixon, and Luis Severino off to a good start as he'll face George Springer. Springer last year went, whoops, wrong button. Springer last year went 283 average, 85 RBIs, and 34 home runs. Pitch by Severino, a righty versus righty. The delivery, and it's a range play. We're testing someone already. Who's Springer going to send this one out to? 3-5. This one, ground ball hit at Castro. It is past Castro, and Springer is on with the single. Here is the reigning AL MVP, Jose Altuve. Altuve last year, 346 average, 81 RBIs, and 24 homers. Severino sets and delivers. A lot of experts are saying that this is the Group A championship game, really, thinking both of these teams should win the rest of their games no problem. So whoever wins this will most likely be your Group A winner. And swing and a miss. Down goes Altuve, and here comes Carlos Correa. Correa, last year, .315 average with 84 RBIs and 24 homers. This Houston team has got power from top to bottom. The pitch by Serverino. Called strike 3, and down goes Correa. So no runs on one hit, no errors. Gardner, Hicks, and Judge due up for the Yankees. It's 0-0. All right, first let's go through the batting lineup for the homestanding New York Yankees. Brett Gardner, the center fielder, will bat first. Aaron Hicks, the left fielder, will bat second. Aaron Judge, the right fielder, will bat third. Gary Sanchez, the catcher, bats fourth. Didi Gregorius at shortstop will bat fifth. Starlin Castro, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Matt Holliday, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Greg Bird, the first baseman, will bat eighth. And Chase Headley, the third baseman, will round out the order. And the defensive alignment for the Astros, it's Marwin Gonzalez over in left, George Springer in center, Josh Reddick over at right, Thomas Dixon at third, Jose Altuve at second, Gurriel at first, Carlos Correa at shortstop, and a battery featuring Brian McCann catching for Justin Verlander. Verlander last year went 15-8, 3.36 ERA. 170 hits, 219 strikeouts, only 68 walks, all on 206 innings pitched. So leading it off will be Brett Gardner as he walks into the box, the longtime New York Yankee, ready to do his job. Pitch by Verlander. Swing and a miss, and he beat him by a mile. Beautiful pitch sequence there by Justin Verlander. Now he'll get Aaron Hicks. Hicks last year, .266 average, 52 RBIs, and 15 homers. Pitch by Verlander. And this is going to be a ballpark card. This could be good news for the Yankees as Hicks grounds this one right towards Gurriel. And Gurriel tagged the bag for out number 2. And now all rise, the Honorable Aaron Judge. Now ready to go. .284 average, 114 RBIs on the back of 52 dingers. Verlander takes a deep breath and delivers to Judge. This one, fly ball into left field. Gonzalez back to the track, makes the grab, and that's going to do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Gonzalez, Reddick, and Gurriel due up for the Stros. It's 0-0 going into the second. All right, here's Luis Serverino. Ready to face Marwin Gonzalez. Marwin last year, .303 average, 90 RBIs, and 23 homers. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Marwin Gonzalez. 3 straight pitches to get the strikeout. Here comes Josh Reddick. Reddick last year, .314 average, 82 homers on 13 RBIs. Keep an eye on him in the base paths as he stole 7 as well. Pitch by Serverino. And that's going to be hit foul, so the count holds 2-2. Here comes the Josh Reddick. This one, ground ball to Castro. Castro flips it over to Bird for an easy out number 2. Here comes Yulieski Gurriel. Gurriel, .299 average, 75 RBIs, and 18 homers. See what he does here. Serverino sets and delivers. And this one, fly ball into center field. Gardner all over that one. makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Sanchez, Gregorius, Castro, 2 up. It's 0-0 here in the Bronx. Gary Sanchez, leadoff hitter, and then the cleanup hitter on this order. Sanchez, 278 average, 90 RBIs on 33 homers last year. So another big bat in this game. Pitch to Sanchez, and they're going to walk him.
Good base on balls.
So that's a walk allowed by Verlander. So now he'll face Didi Gregorius. 287 average, 87 RBIs, and 25 homers last year. Let's see if he can follow that up with a great campaign this year. And that's going to be called a ball, and it's now full count to Gregorius. Pitch by Verlander. This one, shallow left field. Gonzalez is not going to get there in time. That's going to move the runner over. And Gregorius holds at first. Here comes Starlin Castro. Castro, 300 average on 63 RBIs and 16 homers. Deep breath by Verlander. Kicks and delivers. This one, air check if it's on the ground. We'll see if it is. And it will be. Ground ball hit to Dixon. Dixon picks it up cleanly. Hit right at third baseman. Will the defense try for the force at third or double play? So we'll roll our dice. We'll get a 2 roll. They're going to go for the force at third. So Sanchez forced out at third. Gregorius will advance. And Castro's on thanks to the fielder's choice. Here's Matt Holliday. Matt Holliday, 231 average, 64 RBIs on 19 home runs. Pitch by Verlander. Swing and a miss, and down goes Holliday. And now here comes Greg Bird. Bird, ready to go here. Last year, he was a 190 average, 28 RBIs on 9 homers. And the pitch. And they walk him. Bases loaded for Chase Headley, the number 9 man. So probably the last time this will be the last time for a while we talk about stats from last year for this lineup. 273 average, 61 RBIs, and 12 homers for Headley. Pitch by Verlander. And he fouls that one off. So it's now a 1-2 count to Headley. They need a good out here. This one, fly ball into left field. Gonzalez making a run, trying to get there, and he won't! 1 run scores. Rounding third is Castro, and it's 2-0 Yankees. Here's Brett Gardner, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Verlander needs to get out of this inning with Bird on second and Headley on first. This one, air check if it's on the ground. Will it be? 16. Nope, fly ball into left field. Gonzalez back to it and grabs it. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Beltran, McCann, and Dixon due up for the Astros. It's 2-0 New York. All right, here comes Carlos Beltran, designated hitter, 231 average, 51 RBIs on 14 homers last year. Pitched by Serverino as now he has a 2-run lead. This one, called strike 3. Beautiful paint job by Serverino, and down goes Beltran. Here's Brian McCann, the catcher. Batted .241 on 62 RBIs and 18 homers. Throw by Serverino. And tried to get the strike. Instead, he'll foul it off, and it's still 1-1. Pitch to McCann. Fly ball into center field. Gardner camped down under it, makes the grab, and that's out number 2. Here's Thomas Dixon, who struck out his first at-bat. Hoping to do a little bit better this time against Serverino. And they walk him. And now George Springer, who's 1 for 1, can possibly do some damage here. The pitch. And it hit him. So now here's Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 with the strikeout, but the reigning AL MVP has something up his sleeve. Pitch. Range play. Who we testing? This one, ground ball hit hard at Bird, who makes the grab, tags the bag, and that's going to be out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Hicks, Judge, and Sanchez due up for the Yankees. It's 2-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. Verlander out there completing his warm-up tosses before the bottom of the 3rd. He'll face Hicks, Judge, and Sanchez, who are all combined 0 for 3 thus far in the game. But you don't expect them to keep them down long. First pitch to Hicks. Called strike 3, and down goes Aaron Hicks. Here's Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 1. As we'll see what happens here. This one will be a ball, and it's 1-3. Next pitch to Judge. Judge, fly ball into right field. Reddick back to it and grabs it for out number 2. So it's 2-0, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd, and here's Gary Sanchez, who's 0 for 1. Or 0 for with a walk. Will they walk him again, or are they going to go at him? And this one, fly ball into left field, but it's going foul. So it's a 2-3 count, or 3-2 count to Sanchez. This one, ball hit right at Correa. It gets past him, and Sanchez is on once again. Here's Didi. Didi 1 for 1 with the run scored with 2 down right now. As Verlander's trying to figure out what to do. The pitch. And it's going to be an air check if there's a throw. This one, fly ball into center field. Springer makes the grab and ends the inning. So we're off to the top of the 4th. And it is 2-0. New York. Correa, Gonzalez, and Reddick due up for the Astros. So the sun's still hanging out there a little bit longer as it's starting to set here at the Bronx. As Serverino takes on Carlos Correa, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he tried to get him to strike out again. Instead, he'll fight that one off to keep it a full count. Pitch to Correa. This one, fly ball into shallow right field. Judge can't get to it, and Carlos Correa has a base hit. Here's Marwin Gonzalez, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout as well. Pitch by Serverino. This one, deep fly ball into right field, but it's going foul. So it'll just be a strike. 3-2 the count to Gonzalez. This one, fly ball into center field. Gardner makes the grab, and that's out number 1. Here's Josh Reddick, who's 0 for 1. As Serverino kicks and fires. Strike 3, and down goes Reddick. Big chop and nothing but air. Here's Ulysses Gurriel. Wow, sounds like a hockey name. Here comes Serverino to face Gurriel as Serverino kicks and fires. This one, fly ball into left field, but it's traveling foul. So Gurriel will just hold. And the next pitch, this one, fly ball into center right field. Gardner trying to chase it down, but it's over his head. Against the wall it goes. Correa rounds third. 1 run scores, and Gurriel with an RBI double. Here's Carlos Beltran, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a chance to put the tying run in there with 2 down. Pitch to by Serverino, and he walks Beltran to get to Brian McCann maybe. And the pitch again. And it'll be called a ball, so it is 3-2 to McCann. The pitch. This one, ground ball hit right at Bird, who tags the bag, and that's going to do it. But damage has been done. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Castro, Holiday, and Bird do up for the Yankees. It's 2-1 now, New York. And the sun setting in the background, and it will be 1 second. And it will be fully set now as day turns into night. Here in the Bronx. Verlander will now face Castro, who is 0 for 1 with a run scored. The pitch. Called, strike 3, and down goes Castro. Here comes Matt Holliday, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout as well. And the pitch. That one. Called a ball, and it's 3-1 to Holiday. This one popped up high. Correa says he's got it, and he will grab that one. No problem at shortstop. Here's Greg Bird with 2 down. 0 for with a walk as Verlander addresses him. The pitch. And they walked him a second time. Here's Chase Headley, who's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Headley gonna try, or Verlander gonna try to keep Headley off the bag. This one, fly ball into center field. Springer grabs it, and that's gonna bring it in to the inning. So we go to the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Dixon, Springer, and Altuve due up for the Yankees. It's 2-1 New York. By the way, that is due up for the Astros. Serverino goes back out there to go back to work. He'll face Dixon, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Pitch by Serverino. And it's called a ball. 2-2 count to Dixon. This one, ground ball hit right at Castro, or sorry, at Bird. Bird will easily field that one. Step on the bag for out number 2. Next game for the Houston Astros, they'll be taking on the Oakland Athletics, who lost to Minnesota last night, or yesterday, sorry. And for the Yankees, they will have a bye in round 2, and they will take on the Athletics in round 3. The Houston Astros in round 3 will play Tampa Bay on the road. And then in round 4, to end their group stage, I guess you could say, the regular season, they'll play at home against the reigning world champion Minnesota Twins. As far as New York is concerned, they'll have the week off. They'll play Oakland on the road. Then they'll come back here to play the Rays, and then they'll take on the Twins to end their season in Minnesota in round 5. As the Astros will get the bye week in 5. Pitch to Springer. 1-for-1. And swing and a miss. Down goes George Springer. And now here comes Jose Altuve. 0-for-2 with the strikeout. They need him to come through here. The pitch nearly hits Altuve, but he gets out of the way. And the pitch to Altuve. This one, ground ball to Castro. Castro to Bird, and that's going to do it for the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through this scheduled 9-rounder. No runs, no hits, no errors. Gardner, Hicks, and Judge do it for the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. Pitchers duel here at the Bronx as Verlander has allowed 3 hits. So has Serverino. Verlander will now take on Gardner's 0-for-2 with a strikeout. And the delivery by Verlander. And that one's going to be fouled off to now make the count 2-2. Brett Gardner. This one, fly ball into left field. Can Gonzalez get there? No! It's going to bounce over his head, hit the wall. Gardner gets there with a leadoff double. Here's Aaron Hicks, 0-for-2 with a strikeout. As Verlander looks in and delivers. This one, deep fly ball into right field. If it's fair, it's gone clear for landing in the right field stands, and it's 4-1 New York. Aaron Hicks with a 2-run shot, and now it's getting scary if you're Houston. Here's Aaron Judge. Judge 0-for-2, but Verlander just gave up the bomb. And if Judge does anything great, it's hit homers. But not this time, as he's called out on strikes. And Verlander gets his first out. Here comes Gary Sanchez, who's 1-for-1 with a walk. Pitch by Verlander. Called, strike 3, and down goes Sanchez. Here's Gregorius, who's 1-for-2 with a run scored. As Verlander kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and after giving up a 2-run shot, he strikes out the next 3 batters. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Correa, Gonzalez, and Reddick due up for the Astros. We head to the top of the 6th. It's now 4-1 New York. The New York Yankees fans are going crazy right now after that 2-run shot by Aaron Hicks. Here's Carlos Correa. He's 1-for-2 with a strikeout and a run scored. This one is an air check if it's on the ground. Where does Correa hit it? 6-4. This one, fly ball into shallow center field. It's down, and Carlos Correa is on with a base hit. Serverino now faces Gonzalez, who's 0-for-2 with a strikeout. And Gonzalez lays down the bunt. It's going to move Correa over, but get him out at first. So a good sacrifice bunt there by Gonzalez. Here's Josh Reddick. 0-for-2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. This one, deep fly ball into right field. Back to the wall goes Judge. Clear for landing, and it's a 1-run game. Josh Reddick homers, and it's now 1-run game. 3-4. New York, only 1 out. And here comes Yulieski Gurriel, who's 1-for-2 with a double and an RBI. Pitch by Serverino. This one, fly ball into deep left field. If it stays fair, it has a chance, and it goes over the line. So Gurriel missed the tying homer by that much. Gurriel, this one, ground ball hit at Gregorius. He can't get to it. And that's a base hit for Uliski Gurriel. Here's Carlos Beltran. 0 for 1 with a walk and a chance to put the Astros up on top. The pitch by Serverino. This one's going to be a Yankee Stadium card. This one, ground ball hit to Castro. Castro kicks it over to second, to Gregorius at second for the force out. And they're going to let Beltran get on thanks to a fielder's choice. Top of the sixth. Are they going to, looks like they're going to ride Severino a little bit further as Brian McCann will come up. He's 0 for 2. Fouled off. McCann does that to stay alive. It's 3-2. Pitch to McCann. This one, ground ball hit to Headley. Headley picks it up, fires across the diamond, gets the out for out number 3. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Castro, Holiday, and Bird do it for the Yankees. It is 4-3, New York. All right, Starlin Castro 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a run scored. Verlander probably on his last inning of work as he kicks and fires. Called strike 3, and that is 4 strikeouts in a row. Here comes Matt Holliday, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Can he make it 5 in a row? Pitch by Verlander. And that's not going to happen as he fights that one off, and it's 3-1. Pitch to Holiday. This one, ground ball hit right at Correa. Correa picks it up, fires to Gurriel for out number 2, and the streak ends at 4 straight strikeouts. Here's Greg Bird. 2 walks. Has yet to register an at-bat. We'll see what he does here. This one, deep fly ball into right field, but it travels foul as Greg Bird gets back in the box. This one, fly ball into right field. Reddick back to the track, makes the grab for out number 3. So we're headed to the 7th inning. Dixon, Springer, and Altuve do up for the Stros. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Yankees. They lead it 4-3. Thomas Dixon leads it off, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Luis Severino's night is over. He goes 6 innings pitched. 6 hits, 3 runs. They're all earned. 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Coming in from the pin for Aaron Boone is going to be Tom Lane. Lane last year, no record, 7.62 ERA. 16 hits, 9 strikeouts, 8 walks in 13 innings pitched. So he might be a one inning type of guy to try to get through these 3 big right-handers, Dixon, Springer, and Altuve. Lane kicks and fires. And it's a ball. 1-1 the count to Dixon. This one, ground ball hit at Gregorius, picks it up, fires a Bird for out number 1. And now here's George Springer, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch by Lane. And he walks Springer, and the tying runs on with Jose Altuve up at bat. Tom Lane will probably face Altuve and maybe Correa, and then they'll switch him out for if he has to face Gonzalez probably. And he walks Altuve, so back-to-back walks. And that's going to do it for Lane. New pitcher coming in the game for the Yankees, Adam Warren. Now this is a guy that can go a while for him. Warren, 3-2 record, 1 save, 2.35 ERA, 35 hits, 54 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 2 in 57 in the third innings pitched. So he'll face Carlos Correa, who's 2 for 3, and the pitch. This one, deep fly ball into left field. Back goes Hicks. It's going, and gone! And it's a 2-run lead thanks to Carlos Correa. 3-run shot, 6-4 Houston. Huge hit there by the Carlos Correa, and the Astros are on top. Here's Marwin Gonzalez. The bats have woken up for the Astros. 1 down, nobody on, and the pitch to Gonzalez is going to be a range play. Gonzalez hits this one into center field. Gardner can't get to it. It's down, and Gonzalez gets a double. And Warren is starting to struggle. He'll face Josh Reddick. It's a 2-run ball game now. And Verlander is now up for the win. And another range play coming. Who we testing this time? This one, fly ball into right field. It's going to be a diving stop by Aaron Judge. Gonzalez tags up and he's going to advance, but diving catch by Aaron Judge to keep that from being a run scored. Here's Yulieski Gurriel is 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Chance to get another RBI with Gonzalez 90 feet away. This one, ground ball to Castro, and that's going to end it. It's stretch time here in the Bronx. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. It's 6-4 Houston. And the Yankees, who've had an iron fist grip on the lead of this game for so long, it seemed like no matter what the Astros did, they were ahead of them. They took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Then it went to 2-1 in the fourth. Then the 2-run shot by Boone to make it 4-1. Or sorry, not by Boone, by Hicks to make it 4-1. And then the Astros, 2 runs in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and that's how we're sitting here at 6-4 Houston. Justin Verlander is going to be in there to face Chase Headley. They may go with him a little bit longer. The pitch, range play at the ballpark. This one, fly ball into left field. Reddick back to the track, makes the grab. And that's going to be out number 1. Here's Brett Gardner. 1 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and a run scored. Verlander kicks and delivers. And it singles past him. And that's probably going to do it for Verlander. Verlander, great job. He's on the hook. He's currently up for the win. 6 in a third innings pitch. 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them earned. 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. Going to the pin, and they're going to bring in James Hoyt for the Astros. Hoyt 1-0 record last year. 4.38 ERA, 49 in a third innings pitched, 51 hits, 66 strikeouts, and 14 walks. So they may be trying to get him partway through the next inning as well. And he walks Hicks, which is probably a good idea considering he launched that ball a mile last time he was up. And now you have Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pitch to Judge. Swing and a miss, and he fooled him badly there. Here comes Gary Sanchez, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Pitch to Sanchez. And he fouls that one off to make it 3-2. Another pitch to Sanchez. This one, ground ball at Dixon. Dixon can't get to it. Gardner rounds third, and it's now a 1-run game. And it is 6-5. Houston, here's Didi Gregorius with 2 down and 2 on. And the pitch. Called, strike 3, and down goes Gregorius, and we're off to the 8th inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Beltran, McCann, and Dixon do up for the Astros. It's their lead, 6-5. Carlos Beltran leads it off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Adam Warren, still the man in there for the Yankees. Gonna try to see if he can get through this inning. Pitch to Beltran. And it's called a ball, so it's a 2-1 count to Beltran. Give me 1 second, guys. I just thought of something. Okay. Beltran. This one lined right at Headley, who makes the grab, and that's out number 1. Here comes Adam Warren. Warren to face, McCann, who's 0 for 3. And called strike 3. Down goes McCann. Here's Thomas Dixon, who's 0 for 3, and they need him to get going. Can Warren get them to the ninth inning? We're about to find out. Pitch by Warren. This one, fly ball into right field. Judge makes the grab, and we're off to the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Castro, Holiday, and Bird due up for the Yankees. It is 6-5 Houston. What a ball game we have here. There will be a new pitcher coming in for the Houston Astros, as Hoyt has done his job. And it's going to be Luke Gregerson. Gregerson last year, 2-3 record, 1 save, 4.57 ERA, 61 innings pitched, 62 hits, 70 strikeouts, and 17 walks. He'll face Castro, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And a run scored. First pitch by Gregerson. This one's going to be a range play. Who we testing? This one, ground ball hit right at Correa. Correa easily makes that play. Correa anticipated that, made the move over, barehands that ball, fires it to Gurriel for out number 1. Here's Matt Holliday. Holliday 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch. And that one's going to be called a strike. So that now makes the count 1 second. That now makes the count 3-1. Pitch to Holiday. This one, ground ball to the second baseman. Altuve fires it to Gurriel for out number 2. Here's Greg Bird. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Pitch by Gregerson. And it's another range play. Who's it going to be? This one, ground ball hit at Correa again. Correa makes another great grab. And the bottom of the 8th belongs to Carlos Correa. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the 9th, here we come. It's going to be Springer, Altuve, and Correa due up for the Astros. Those guys are a combined 4 for 9. So the Astros going to try to take this one and get the important advantage in the group play, Group A, as everybody sees the Yankees and the Astros as the 2 best teams in this group. Do they somehow, do any of the other teams have what it takes to knock them off? We'll find out. But right now it certainly looks like this is a New York, Houston type group, and both of them will probably be moving on. But This could very easily be the difference between winning the group and maybe getting one of those top 2 seeds where you get an automatic bye into the ALDS, or you play a 1-game playoff in the wild card round. Jonathan Holder comes in for the Yankees. 1-1 record, 3.89 ERA, 45 hits, 40 strikeouts, and 7 walks, 39 in the 3rd innings pitched. He'll face Springer. Springer 1 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. Pitched by Holder. Swing and a miss, and Springer can't get a hold of it. Here comes Altuve, who's 0 for 3. As Holder kicks and fires. And it's called a ball, so it's 3-1 to Altuve. Altuve lines this one right at Castro, who makes the grab. And Starlin Castro gets out number 2. Here comes Carlos Correa, who's 1 for 3, or 3 for 4, sorry. 1 with the homer, the 3 RBI shot to put them on top. Pitch by Holder to Correa. And that's going to be in the zone for a strike, and it's 1-1. Pitch to Correa again. This one, deep fly ball into right field. This time, Judge is going to track that one and make the grab. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. 6-5 Houston. Headley, Gardner, and Hicks due up for the Yankees. Here we go. And the new pitcher coming in for the Astros in this situation is Joe Musgrove. Musgrove went 7-8 with 2 saves, 4.77 ERA with 109 and a 3rd innings pitched, 117 hits, 98 strikeouts, and 27 walks. He just needs 3 outs against guys who are combined 4 for 10, including Aaron Hicks, the home run hitter. Here's Chase Headley, who's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Pitch by Musgrove. This one, deep fly ball into right field, back to the track. If it stays fair, we're tied, and it doesn't. Chase Headley couldn't keep that one fair and get this one all knotted up. So we'll see what the next pitch to Headley is. This one, fly ball into right field, not nearly as far as Reddick makes the grab for out number 1. Here's Brett Gardner. He's 2 for 4 with a double, a strikeout, and 2 runs scored. Pitch by Joe Musgrove. And it's called a ball, so it's 2-1 to Gardner. This one, ground ball hit right at Gurriel. Gurriel steps on the bag, and that's out number 2. And now it's down to Aaron Hicks, the final out in this one. Musgrove, 1 out away from the save, and the Astros 1 win away from getting a win over their closest competition in Group A. Pitch by Musgrove. This one, singles past Musgrove, and Hicks is on to get to Aaron Judge. There goes the steal by Hicks. Hicks advances, and he's in scoring position. Judge 0 for 4, but they need him to come through now. Pitch to Judge, 3-1. Fouled off by Judge to keep it 3-2. Pitch to Judge. This one, fly ball into center field. Back to the track goes Springer, makes the jump, and makes a leaping catch at the track to win the game. The Houston Astros defeat the New York Yankees. Final 6-5. And let's go crown our player of the game. Home team has yet to win one in the regular season. Oakland lost at home to the reigning world champion Minnesota Twins yesterday. And now the Astros come from behind. Thanks to the homer by Carlos Correa. Correa, 2 for 2 in range checks as well. The Astros' Loctite defense went a combined 3 for 3 in range checks, while the New York Yankees went 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for 3. Went a combined 2 for 4. Judge was perfect. Gardner was 0 for 1. Bird was 1 for 1. And Castro was 0 for 1. Carlos Correa, 2 for 2. And Josh Reddick, 1 for 1. Winning pitcher, Justin Verlander. Losing pitcher, Tom Lane. So he only went a third of an inning pitched. Your player of the game, it's going to be Carlos Correa. Batted 600. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 1 homer. So, Carlos Correa, your player of the game. Let's go ahead and go into our bracket and make it official. Houston 6 and New York 5. So, the first round is history here in Group A. Our next broadcast will be the opening round of Group B, the White Sox and the Red Sox. Al, Red Sox fan, will definitely want to tune into that. We'll be doing that tomorrow morning. So, when you look at the standings after one round, Minnesota is actually, so far as of right now, the leader of the group, since they would win on run differential, as they won their game by 2, and Houston won theirs only by 1. So it'll be very interesting to see how this match shapes up. Only one without a game in there is Tampa Bay, and they'll open their season against the Twins in the next round. So, once again, our next game is going to be this one, the Chicago White Sox at the Boston Red Sox. It should be a fairly easy group for Boston to win when you look at this. And then we'll keep moving on. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in on behalf of all of us here at EOSN. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys next time the ball flies at historic Fenway.